Hey guys, this is the How We Got Here podcast. I'm Aaron. This is Dustin.
What's up?
So Dustin, how you feeling about Endgame?
Dude, I don't know. I'm excited about it. I really, really hope that Ant-Man has like a huge part to play in it.
Yeah.
Like, that's my only thing.
I can see that because with like the whole when he goes into the microscopic realm or whatever they call it.
I mean, they're building up to where Ant-Man has a big part to play in it.
Well, because if you think about it, kind of how, and I'm just kind of spitballing because I haven't read the comics in a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But I feel like everybody that had vanished, like half the people that vanished, are in the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man, with the help of like Doctor Strange or something somehow, is going to be able to get them out of the Infinity Stone, mainly because Ant-Man can get that microscopic.
Well, I feel like that, because even Thanos, from my memory serves me correct.
Yeah.
He says like he doesn't kill them, he just sends them to another dimension.
Yeah.
Which could be the dimension that Ant-Man's like in already.
Yeah.
And he knows how to get out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because like
he's just like, hey guys.
Yeah, because apparently, because like there's like a city and shit where he's at. You know what I mean? Yeah. So and then they could have just been sent there, and then he gets them out because he already knows how to do all that.
Well, because if you watch the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp,
yeah.
When he gets back out of, because they do a little test run.
Yeah.
When he gets back out, like they disintegrate.
No, remember he was still in there when they disintegrated.
Oh yeah, because he's like calling for like to be like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was ready to get pulled out, and then they disintegrated, so no one's there to pull him out.
Yeah.
But I feel like Doctor Strange saw that he was in where,
and that was the one thing where they can win.
Yeah, to where he either somehow, some way, that someone knows that Ant-Man's still in there, and that's where they're going.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone's being sent to, that dimension that he's in. And then someone's going to pull him out, and then he's going to get everyone else out.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of. That's what I think. But that would be too simple, right? It's got to be like...
Well, like, and I feel like some people, like, say, like, because you know how Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans' contracts are ending.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be a thing to where, like, somehow Captain America doesn't make it. And,
they're probably
Iron Man with him, like, floating in space.
Well, see, the thing is, like, because I know, like, the theories is that Thanos is more afraid of Iron Man than any other Avengers, because he was the only one that Thanos actually tried to kill.
Yeah.
Before. Like, even the Hulk, he just beat up the Hulk and, like, left Thor in the ship. But then Iron Man, he actually stabbed Iron Man with his own thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think that... Because it's like Tony Stark thinks almost the same way that Thanos thinks.
Yeah.
Not like with they eliminate half the people, but like just like the whole, like the way they're playing the whole like Ultron thing.
Yeah.
How Tony Stark tried to prepare for Thanos, you know what I mean? That's kind of the same thing Thanos kind of tries to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's always 10 steps ahead.
Yeah.
I feel like he fears Tony Stark for the way he thinks.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, Doctor Strange is clearly more of a threat to Thanos than Iron Man is, but Tony Stark himself, not Iron Man, but just him, is gotta have something in his back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
That Thanos thinks, like, Ultron was created to defeat Thanos, you know, which he probably could have got closer than any other Avengers could have if Ultron was, like, an actual success.
Yeah.
You know, other than Vision sucked.
Yeah. Like with the whole thing, like I hate how like the main top players were out all in Infinity War. Like,
I mean, Vision, and then I almost hate the whole Captain Marvel thing. How she's just all of a sudden like being called by.
See, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna watch Captain Marvel. Some people might get mad
Yeah, I mean, because I'm like, where the fuck was she like this whole time?
Well, because if you look at the like the lineage of how you're supposed to watch the movies, because people post it all the time of like how you're supposed to watch movies in order in a certain way. Captain Marvel is the second movie in the order, so I feel like it doesn't account for much.
Yeah, but then like when he calls her, it's like there's been so many times that you had that in your back pocket this whole time.
Yeah.
She could have came down and just like whooped the shit out of everybody, like Loki when he was about to take over the fucking planet.
Yeah.
It's like just call her and just fuck the Avengers. Like you don't need none of these guys. Just get her and come deal with it real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then go back to your space shit, whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know. Like I feel like with Captain Marvel being introduced as like the hero that saves the day, it's almost like defeats the whole purpose of having the Avengers in the first place.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because the Avengers are cool because they don't have a superhero like that. They don't have a Superman type thing. Like, the whole reason I don't like Justice League, the movie, is because it was all riding on getting Superman to beat up the bad guy.
Yeah, getting Superman to come back.
Yeah, but Batman was useless.
Yeah.
And then, Wonder Woman, all of them were useless against the main bad guy, but let's just bring Superman back to life. Here, come beat him up for us.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't even a challenge. He just beat the fuck out of him, and that was the end of it.
Yeah. I feel like Flash at least could have done something.
Well, Batman killed Superman, so he's got to be able to fuck up this guy somewhat, sort of.
Yeah, they didn't really say anything about you did this.
Well, they kind of did because remember.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily Batman himself because they all ended up him, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman all were fighting that giant.
Well, yeah, but they became friends in the Batman versus Superman after their moms were the same name.
Yeah, that is so stupid too.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It's and whenever Lois is like, no, like his mom, and it's because she says Martha, and he's like, what did you say?
Yeah, it's like, who gives a shit, dude? There's fucking.
She's like, Martha?
There's probably 1,000 people named Martha on this planet.
That's my mom's name. Oh, we're friends now.
Yeah, it's like, fuck you. You just beat the fuck out of the strongest person on this planet.
Yeah.
And you're about to kill him.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why he wanted to kill him.
Because he saw him as a threat.
To what?
To because in the comics the reason Batman carries kryptonite is because Superman gives it to him. Not saying this is going to be in this universe that we're talking about, but Superman gives he doesn't physically give it to him, but he gives Batman kryptonite just in case he ever goes power crazy and starts being evil.
Yeah, but I mean it's a contingency plan when something goes wrong.
Yeah.
Batman just started trying to kill Superman because he thought something might go wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's kind of stupid.
Just because Superman broke a building trying to fight.
It's kind of like the Avengers with Civil War.
Yeah, that was dumb too. Okay, we stopped this guy from doing whatever the fuck it is he was doing, and some people got hurt.
Well, and it's also the government can't control the Avengers.
Yeah, they knew better. They knew better than
S.H.I.E.L.D. can. Maybe.
Well, S.H.I.E.L.D. brought them together, and then S.H.I.E.L.D. fell apart.
Yeah.
Because of fucking, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier, I forgot his name.
Oh, Bucky.
Yeah, all that shit fell apart.
Yeah.
So the U.S. government, thinking that they're hard asses, could come in here and control. The general that was trying to control them couldn't even control the Hulk in the first place.
Yeah.
He fucking lost him. He gave up on that one.
Yeah.
And then... fuck it, let's just try to control all of them. Mm-hmm. We don't even know where the fuck the Hulk's at now. The Hulk was on some random planet somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was over it, but you know what I mean? It was just you should learn from the one Avenger that whooped y'all's ass.
Yeah, I mean, if the government in the Marvel Universe is anything like the actual government shouldn't be involved in any shit.
Well, I mean, because seriously, it just shows that, and they would nowadays too.
Yeah.
Like Donald Trump would totally want to get involved with the Avengers.
Oh, Tony Stark, I'm gonna need to be a part of this.
Yeah, totally he would want to get involved with it. And
I am the new Avenger.
And then, everybody would be like, no, dude, they're way out of your league.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what this falls down to. The Avengers are there. They don't want to hurt any innocent people, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just kind of the way it works. And then it's what if, like when Thanos comes and they're like, no, you can't fight Thanos, bro. It's against the law.
Yeah.
It's like, who the fuck else is gonna do it? You know what I mean? Like seriously, like who else would do that?
It's like y'all realize he's wiping out half of everything.
Yeah, like we have to fight this guy. And and another thing about Infinity War, I didn't like how like Thor was the only one who stood any kind of chance against Thanos.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like even the sliver, like and Thanos treated him like a bitch the whole time too.
Especially whenever they like did the thing with the axe that was Groot was the handle to, and then he's like, "You should have went for the head," and then like does everything. It's like the whole movie was for nothing.
Yeah, but then like okay, so when people say like Doctor Strange should have just cut his hand off with the portal. And then, like, people say, like, well, Thanos has, like, indestructible skin. But the axe went through half his fucking body.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have been able to pick his fucking...
But it's the power of a star, though.
Okay, still, though. And then, like, but Thanos shouldn't have been able to pick up his hand and snap when, like, that half of his body has an axe inside of it.
Yeah.
With the power of a fucking star. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense how physically... you can snap your hand when you got stabbed with an axe in the shoulder in the same arm that you had the fucking gauntlet on. And then why not just cut his hand off with said axe?
Yeah. See, one of the main parts I hated about Infinity War is, like, keep your cool, Star-Lord.
That, I mean, but the reason they did that, which makes sense, is because it shows Star-Lord's humanity. How he's still a human, and that any one of us in that situation would freak the fuck out and probably do the same thing.
But no.
You can't say you would sit there and be like, oh yeah, they're about to get the glove off, I'm not going to do nothing.
Okay, I'd be like, yeah, I'm pissed, but I'm going to wait.
No, you would not. No one would.
Okay.
No.
Oh, come on.
No, you're pissed. You have him right in front of you. One of the strongest things in this universe.
Okay, my thing is, like, you know the plan. Like even with, like say, like, soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, they can get super pissed, but they have to follow a game plan.
But Star-Lord is one of those characters that doesn't do that. He's almost like a Deadpool.
But it's still like, come on, dude.
I don't know. I mean, I'm Team Star-Lord. Like, he's one of my favorite. Whoops, sorry. we'll just continue. It's fine.
Yeah. And it's like, don't get me wrong. I love Star-Lord. But... come on, dude. Wait. Yeah, like, okay, he could have done it because with how far Spider-Man had the gauntlet, he could have waited like 5 seconds to beat his ass.
Nah, dude. I mean, it's one of those things that, like...
okay, no, if that little, like, bitch on top of his head would have kept her mouth shut...
yeah, I agree with that. If she would have, like, not said anything...
yeah.
knowing good and well that he's going to freak out and hit him and then somehow wake him up...
yeah.
Which, like, I mean, we're still like, where was Gamora? Not Gamora, the other one, though.
I was like, Gamora's dead.
The sister. She was there when that was happening. She was around. She could have, like, fucking easily helped with that, too.
Yeah.
She was just kind of standing by, just kind of... why couldn't she hold Star-Lord back and make sure he didn't fucking do that? Because she was there, you know, she was fighting him too with everyone else.
Yeah.
So, where the fuck did that, you know, what happened there?
Yeah.
You know? Like, fuck. I mean, I think she was there at least. Was she?
Well, Gamora?
No, the other one.
The one that was like the like hated daughter?
The robot.
Yeah.
Was she there when that was happening? Was she with them fighting? For some reason, I felt like she was. But I could be wrong.
Well, no, because I'm trying to think.
Well, she was still on the ship, wasn't she? She was still...
I think she's on the ship. But I don't remember for sure.
Well, like, because I know she was, like, in that floating little prison thing. Remember when he was, like, torturing her in front of Gamora?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she escaped.
Yeah.
Part of me feels like she was there in the fight, though. Like, she came up at one point. But I don't know. I could be mixing Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
When she showed up there.
Like with all the gold people?
No. When he was fighting his dad. And remember, she just showed up, and then, like, Gamora and her fought for a minute, and they were, like, buddies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I feel like I'm mixing those two up.
That's Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when they're like, being, like, buddy-buddy.
Yeah, when they became friends.
Yeah, but then she like freaks out when Gamora dies. I
yeah,
think.
yeah. Well, no, I don't think she even knows. Like, I think I don't know. Part of me feels like she was there during that fight when they were taking the glove off.
Yeah.
But then the last part I remember seeing her is like her being on the ship when she escaped.
No, I don't think they were in that fight with the glove off. I don't think she was in the fight with the glove off.
She wasn't?
No.
Yeah, part of me feels like she was.
Because it was Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Iron Man, I forgot her name from Guardians of the Galaxy 2,
the weird tentacle,
the telepathic person that was working for Star-Lord's dad.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Her, and then
Drax?
Yeah.
Drax was there.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
But it wasn't her. She wasn't there.
Yeah. And if I didn't say Star-Lord, of course.
Yeah.
Because he kind of messes the whole thing up.
I don't know. I'm pro Star-Lord. I feel like that.
I'm still pro Star-Lord. I'm disappointed in you.
I feel like they just did that to show that he's still human.
Yeah, but like they don't have to do that. We know he's still human.
Yeah, but if they would have took the glove off there, then it would have been like, then.
There couldn't have been an end game at that point.
Yeah, that would have been the ending, or it could have been cool if like one of the Avengers got it and then they went nuts.
I hope because there's like a certain comic book series for Marvel Universe where Deadpool gets a hold of the gauntlet.
That'd be cool.
It's so funny.
He's technically in that same universe.
Well,
not the universe, but he's Marvel.
Yeah.
They could easily bring him in to be one of the people.
Well, because I don't know for sure. I think Deadpool was like the first MCU X-Men movie. Because they're bringing Wolverine over.
To be in the MCU?
Yeah.
Well, see, because they got the whole X-Men, right? And I don't know what the timeline falls into.
Yeah.
Whether this is when X-Men was a thing.
Yeah.
Or if it's after Logan already died. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because they're trying to bring, like, Hugh Jackman is, like, coming out of retirement from Wolverine character for, like, a couple movies, I think.
For the MCU?
Yeah.
So it's X-Men's a thing, then?
Yeah.
So they're going to have, like, the Professor and everything like that?
I don't know if they'll have all that. I think they'll, like, I really want a Wolverine and Spider-Man pair up.
Well, see, Spider-Man's technically gone. So now they can't do that.
Well, not necessarily right now, but like say like after Far From Home, which is the new Spider-Man movie with Mysterio.
I hate how they're still doing like the Spider-Man thing. That they should keep it chronological right now. The whole thing's about Endgame and Infinity War.
Well, because Far From Home is after Endgame.
Yeah. I mean, true, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Right? They need to focus on Endgame, which they honestly should start coming out with X-Men movies.
Yeah.
In between Infinity War and Endgame.
Well, I think they're having that one X-Men movie coming out. I forgot what it's called.
Like, it'd be cool to see, like, Professor Xavier in front of, like, all of them, and then, like, some of them start poofing away.
Yeah.
And then he tries to get to the bottom. He uses his telepathic shit to try to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
Because, they don't know. No one filled them in.
Yeah.
Or what's going on. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? And him be like, oh, shit, something's happening.
That's kind of funny you mentioned, like, the Avengers kind of forget about the X-Men.
But, like, most of them are more powerful than some of the Avengers. Like, Professor Xavier is a G. He's a badass.
I feel like the Avengers almost look like at the X-Men as, like, second rate.
But they're not. And is it Fantastic Four Marvel, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a thing. They're there.
Yeah. Although the last Fantastic Four movies sucked.
It doesn't matter. They can make all these movies within, like, the next 3 years.
Yeah.
To include everyone in between in almost Infinity War and Endgame. And then all these guys come together to form like this new Avengers crew thing. And then they get everyone out.
See, I feel like Marvel felt weird about... Because Chris Evans was the Human Torch before he was Captain America. Yeah. And then they tried making... I forgot who it was.
The bad guy for Black Panther.
Yeah.
Was the Human Torch again.
Yeah, in which he went right back into a different Marvel movie, which is actually MCU. So it's like jacked up right now. Like, yes, they do it with Spider-Man. Like, they have Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But those are all different franchises. I believe that the last Fantastic Four is supposed to be MCU.
Yeah, but I mean, it's okay if it's not. They can remake it and people wouldn't get too upset about it.
True.
They got to do it right, though.
Yeah.
You know, like Fantastic Four has almost fallen to like the Green Lantern curse to where like they can't just nail it in the coffin.
Yeah.
And get it right. Because Fantastic Four could be a valuable thing, you know what I mean, for the MCU.
Yeah.
So could X-Men. You know, if they even did what they did at the end of Logan, where like his daughter was gonna start being like the new X-Men.
Yeah.
They could even use those people.
They are coming out with an X-Men movie.
Are they?
Dark Phoenix.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. There you go.
I don't know if it's MCU though.
I mean, but they should. They should.
Yeah.
Deadpool should be in the MCU. X-Men, because that's the whole fucking universe.
Yeah.
At stake here. So these guys, I mean, Professor Xavier, if he's around.
Well, because I'm pretty sure Deadpool is MCU. Because
he's at least
I forgot the name of the guy. The guy who plays Thanos.
Yeah.
He plays why am I forgetting his name?
Cable.
Yeah, Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Cable, and it's like
Well,
I don't feel like he would be in a Marvel movie than in like a Sony or some other type movie.
It would be cool to have Cable
the same universe.
use his like time traveling shit.
Yeah.
Like he did for Deadpool.
Yeah.
To somehow affect the MCU.
Josh Brolin, that's his name.
Whatever his name is. You know what I mean? Like, because he can still travel in time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he can use that shit to... somehow someone gets a hold of the X-Men and find out Cable's there.
Yeah.
Find out he can travel through time.
Yeah.
He goes back in time. They have this big elaborate plan. They can even make it where they lose again.
Yeah.
Where the X-Men gets their ass kicked by Thanos because they don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that Professor Xavier comes together with the rest of the Avengers and the X-Men.
Yeah.
And they form this big alliance sort of deal to where they go after to get the other people out because they know they need Thor to kill Thanos because Thor seems like the only one that can. Oh, Thor's still alive, isn't he? Like, he didn't fade away.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who will fade away.
Spider-Man, the guard.
Vision faded away, right?
No, Vision just died.
Oh yeah, Vision died completely.
Yeah, he took. Yeah, Vision's gone. Like there's no Vision anymore.
Captain America stayed, right?
He stayed. Black Panther stayed.
No.
The girl faded away.
I could have sworn Black Panther faded away.
Oh yeah, Black Panther did fade away, which sucks for Black Panther because he just
had a movie.
But he just had a movie, but he just became the king of Wakanda too.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like the Wakandans got to be like, dude, like you just became the king,
and that whole fight was kind of based in Wakanda.
Yeah, we're gonna have this big fight here. Like there's so many other places on this planet that we can just come and help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, there's like militaries and stuff that could have easily helped.
Yeah.
Like Bucky had a machine gun.
Yeah.
And he was killing those things. So, like, U.S. soldiers probably could have done something.
What I don't like is, like, yeah, S.H.I.E.L.D., the TV show, kind of lines up with MCU.
Yeah.
But it's like, I wish it was like, okay, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s coming to help.
Well, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s not a thing anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well...
It's like an underground thing now.
Yeah.
It's not, like, as big as it was.
It's not as, like, FBI-ish, I guess.
Yeah.
It's more of kind of like Rogue.
Like, I don't know why, but I want to see a Marvel movie that's almost like filmed the same way like Battle Los Angeles was filmed. Where you see the point of view of like U.S. soldiers.
Or it's kind of like Cloverfield.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, where you're like following a soldier and then like they see Captain America like fucking somebody up.
Yeah, or like, because you know how because I think in some of the Marvel movies they show like camera footage of like Captain America just like flying into something and like punching.
Yeah, but it'd be cool to like when the world's like fucked up real bad and like the soldiers, because like the government's like, oh shit, like half the people are gone now.
Yeah.
It's probably martial law, shit goes nuts.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, because at the end, because Nick Fury at the end
fades away.
No.
Yeah, he pooped.
Is it? No, I think Nick Fury stays and is the person it's Robin from
No.
How I Met Your Mother fades away.
No, Nick fade away. Because remember he pulled out his pager thing and then when he faded away he dropped it and it showed the Captain Marvel logo.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, he poofed away.
Yeah, but then the girl who played Robin on How I Met Your Mother didn't.
No, she did too.
She did? Are you sure?
They both did, I feel like.
People correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like they both did.
Because I feel like there's some people are going to be like, no.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know everything. But, I mean, I don't know. I like Infinity War, but at the same time, the MCU is really disappointing me because they have a lot to work with.
Yeah.
They got a lot of superheroes that are still not in the Avengers that should be there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, which I know they're taking Deadpool with the route with the X-Men. He's going to join the X-Men.
Yeah.
Or he's already kind of a part of the X-Men.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But they got all the X-Men at their disposal.
Yeah.
They got Fantastic Four at their disposal. You can make this one big giant powwow with everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it would be fantastic. People would love to watch that. I would love to watch that.
You know what I would love to see from the MCU? Carnage.
That'd be cool. Like Venom could have a part to play in all this too.
But then Sony messes with MCU so much.
Yeah, I mean if Venom was owned by Marvel, and they did it just like Sony.
Like
did.
if they did the Sinister Six, if they did a Sinister Six movie, that'd be epic.
That would be epic, you know. And then like, I don't know.
I almost said like Suicide Six. I'm like, no, that's Suicide Squad.
Like DC, I don't even want to talk about DC. DC is fucking up so bad.
Like they have so much things that they can work with too. Like Zatara.
Well, the thing I don't like, because see, I'm a huge Martian Manhunter fan.
Yeah.
Like DC, Justice League, Martian Manhunter's my guy.
Yeah.
And then he's not anywhere in a thought bubble of the Justice League movies. And it's like, dude, he's like the fucking Rock of the Justice League.
Yeah,
you know
like I mean, like even in the Supergirl TV show, like Martian Manhunter has a huge part.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Yeah.
He's almost the leader when everyone thinks Superman is.
Yeah.
Which Martian Manhunter could probably fuck up Superman.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even fair how much more powerful he is than anyone else.
Because, I mean, like, yeah, Superman does get his power from the same sun that Mars is under, but...
I mean, but it's just insane. He's one of my favorite. And then, like, if you see the TV show Justice League, there's, like, thousands of superheroes on, like, the Justice League spaceship.
You know what? But, like, in thinking onto that Martian Manhunter versus Superman kind of thing, Martian Manhunter pretty much always has his powers no matter what sun he's under. Superman is only under our sun.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah, like, if they went back to, like, say, like, the galaxy that Krypton's in...
Yeah.
Like...
He would just be a normal guy.
Yeah, he would get, like, messed up.
Which is crazy. You know, it's I mean... the Superman movies, the new ones, I haven't even seen any of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched Batman versus Superman because it was so hyped up.
Yeah.
Which it sucked.
Yeah.
You know, in reality, there's no way that Batman, the fight that they fought should have stood any kind of chance.
Yeah.
You know, before he even poofed him with the kryptonite gas.
It was almost like an elementary school fight, too.
Yeah, he could have ripped him apart before that even gas became a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That could have been the end of that. And like his armor really protected him from Superman.
Well, it's funny because they both have the thing of like, oh, I don't want to kill anyone.
Who gives a shit?
But then Batman was like on the like edge of like killing.
He was about to stab Superman with the kryptonite spear, which he put there. Like somehow he knew that fight was going to end up there, which he had very little control of what was going on.
Yeah.
Like he poofed him with the gas a couple times, and he was able to punch him, but that was about it. You know, like like okay, cool. You know, and
just imagine being Batman at that moment. It's like, dude.
Yeah, like I mean, it was cool when he was like, "Do you bleed?" You know, that was cool. I mean, the punchline of that was dope. You know, but don't get me wrong,
but it's like you have to be so nervous.
I mean, you gotta have some big old, you know, balls.
Like Batman has some big cojones.
But like in the new Justice League movie, he was a bitch.
Yeah,
he kind of was. You know, he didn't really help any. He got beat up by one of the little.
He recruited.
Yeah, he was getting beat up by like the drone things.
Yeah.
You know, like the one of them was kicking his ass. That one part where they were in the sewer.
Yeah.
While Wonder Woman killed like 16 of them by the time he was barely killed the one.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't like the Flash either. Damn it. Go with the Flash from the TV show. We know that Flash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We know the Grant Gust Barry Allen.
Yeah. Go with him. He's fucking perfect.
Yeah.
We know that character. We know what he's been through. Stick him in the movie.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, it's Barry Allen. You know, instead of this random guy that completely acts totally different than the Barry Allen that we know from the TV show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all run by DC, so too they could have easily done that.
Yeah, see, and I don't know if I was mad that Green Arrow wasn't involved in Justice League.
He's one of the main Justice League characters in every comic and TV show.
Like, and if you think about it, like on the cartoons, Aquaman isn't in there much.
Yeah, no.
And then like they have this like Aquaman that's like all like handsome and all that, and then it's
I think they tried to fix Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because no one liked him because everyone thought he was kind of lame.
He's kind of like the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Yeah, you know, like he was just kind of like, oh shit, well, if we don't get in water, we don't got to deal with Aquaman. You know? like that makes sense.
I can call all dolphins.
I mean, that makes sense for sure, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I like it. The thing about Green Arrow too is he's kind of just like a glorified Batman in a way. Because I mean, like the way the Arrow universe does it, it makes it to where he's basically is Batman. And when it comes to that, it's almost like they forced it to where Batman doesn't have to be in that universe.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about that?
Honestly, you're going to have to repeat everything you just said.
I mean, because I basically said, like, with the Arrow universe, they make it to where they don't necessarily need a Batman.
Yeah. Well, because they make it to where pretty much Green Arrow is Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And so I'm just like, well, why? Because in the Arrow universe, sorry if anyone hasn't watched this season of Arrow yet, which you should have, but Arrow is basically like Ra's al Ghul's like who he trains, like
yeah,
and all that,
which is the same for Batman too.
And Arrow becomes Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but technically Batman is that too. Which I don't like in the TV shows like Legends, right? That they deal with Ra's al Ghul and you know one of the guys that becomes
Merlin. Merlin becomes Ra's al Ghul at one point.
Yeah, you know, and then all of a sudden, I mean, no one talks about like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, at all.
Like being one of the most baddest of the fucking assassins, whatever they're called.
Yeah. Well, and it is the Arrowverse because they have the dimensions and all that. Like,
yes, that's what I like about Justice League either.
Yeah.
So many different dimensions, so much shit going on, and it's like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it. Flashpoint, you know, he can go between dimensions and stuff like that. And he can move time, and he fucks a lot of shit up.
Yeah.
But. And then, like, the Legends fix it and shit like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that. But, I mean, like, they have so many universes where I can just be like, oh, this is Arrows and Batman doesn't exist in this one.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just why not make them all coexist together?
Yeah.
And then, you know, that almost sounds lazy writing to me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Well, because they know they can extend that out for a whole season.
Yeah, but it sounds lazy. It sounds lazy to me. Like, at least the MCU is one universe. This is all happening right here.
And structured.
Yeah, I mean, but the Deadpool thing, like, they don't have their timelines set in stone clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if Deadpool was walking around and people started poofing away, and he has no clue what the fuck's going on, that would be funny.
Yeah, he's like, what the...
yeah, he's just, like, commenting on, like, people just start fading away. He doesn't get involved.
Last time this happened was in high school.
Yeah, you know, something like that, where it'd be funny to where, like, He's you know, it shows...
He does that thing where he does, like, the anime girl, like, covering his mouth, like, the...
yeah, you know what I mean? And he's, like, just kind of there when it's happening, but he doesn't really get involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just kind of like, oh, shit, people are going away. You know, whatever. And then... But they could also show him getting involved with the X-Men, and then the X-Men not know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to figure it out as well.
Yeah.
Which I don't like in the Deadpool movies, that for some reason there's only 2 X-Men. You know, or 3, however many that are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole fucking school full of them, and you're only dealing with 2.
Yeah.
And like, then one of them, Colossus, is one of the main ones, too. So, like, where's all the other ones?
I want to see a Beast movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. That or Rogue. That'd be a good movie, too. Just, like, mainly focusing on her.
Yeah. Which one is the one that goes bad?
That's
Bro Gray or
that's Jean. Yeah.
Jean Grey.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Okay. Didn't they have a movie pretty much dedicated to her when she turns into the Phoenix?
It's X-Men 3.
Yeah, where like.
Because that's when the one where like Wolverine's basically getting torn to pieces as he's walking up to her.
To stab her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's like crying. Okay, the whole thing with Wolverine and Cyclops and Jean, it's like a big like love triangle. Like, I hate Jean. I love Jean as a character, like her superhero character.
Yeah.
But she messes with them. Like she messes with their emotions.
I hate it when she poofed away Cyclops.
Yeah.
When she made him blow up in a pool of blood.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. He's one of my favorite characters. And he's like kissing her and whatever, and then all of a sudden he's like, poof, gone.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch. Like,
I do think it's funny.
It's the coolest guy.
Like, you know, have you seen those interviews where Ryan Reynolds was talking about how he was like meant to be Deadpool?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna give some context while we're laughing. Dustin was looking for a lighter, and it was right underneath the mic stand.
Yeah, that was a difficult.
But the thing I love about like Ryan Reynolds was kind of meant to be Deadpool, because if you think about it, they talk about in the comics, like in '99 comics, or like no, or the early 2000s, kind of when Ryan Reynolds started getting into acting.
Yeah.
They talked like in the Deadpool comics is like, do I look like Ryan Reynolds and stuff like that? And then so he gets to be Deadpool in the X-Men movies, which that one doesn't really like do well in the box office.
Well, yeah, because he wasn't like what Deadpool was supposed to be.
Yeah, and he turns the weird like Deadpool's not supposed to have his mouth sewn shut.
Yeah, which I mean I understand why they tried to make like a different take on it.
Like a serious Deadpool.
But they could have just made a whole new character for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like that could have been that.
And Deadpool isn't supposed to have everybody's like powers. He's just supposed to like be able to heal.
Fast. And it's not supposed to be the same kind of healing as Wolverine too.
Yeah. Well, and the main thing like that a lot of people don't understand about Deadpool is like the only reason he can like do all these like flips and stuff is because he breaks the fourth wall and can go further into the comic and then see what happens.
Yeah.
That's the main reason why he can like be all prepared to do all that stuff.
And like dodge shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's just because he can jump through the comic. Like he doesn't have necessarily a real power besides being able to break the fourth wall.
Yeah, that's true.
Which that's crazy about Deadpool.
Which is like hard to show in a movie too.
Yeah, you know especially in the MCU altogether. Just because everyone would be like, okay, what is this dude?
Yeah. I mean, that understands why he's not in the MCU because he would kind of fuck that whole kind of
vibe.
The faux realism that they got going on, you know?
Yeah.
And then he would just kind of come in there and kind of fuck it up and say it's a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just be like, guys, like Thanos, like he's Cable.
Oh, I know this guy. You know,
Yeah.
He's my.
That would be funny though if Cable and Thanos are like, hey, you look handsome.
It would just be funny, like if Deadpool walked up and be like, "Hey guys, don't worry, dude. This guy's my buddy. You know, like I know this guy."
And Thanos is just like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
And just like, Cable? Do you not? It's Wade.
It's like, yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
But I get why they don't do it. I just wish that they do mix all these things together.
Yeah.
You know?
That's one of those things, like, it's, like, if you want it to happen, write a really good fan fiction.
Yeah, for sure. And, like, we'll see, you know, I know we talked a lot about Avengers, but I'm a huge fan of, like, I'm a Star Wars guy if it comes to anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know I can talk a little bit about it, but
yeah,
like I'm a huge Star Wars.
See,
fan.
I can definitely talk about Star Wars, but names you're gonna have to help me.
Well, like I don't know. Like I mean, I feel like MCU is almost kind of following the same kind of path as Star Wars,
especially with like the newer episodes.
Yeah, like
that came out.
Like the new movies. Like
Yeah.
Oh, they lost. Oh shit. But
Yeah.
like, well, they kind of lost. I don't know.
Like the last movie was really good.
The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no, that one sucked. What are you talking about?
I mean, in the context of not necessarily like the whole Kylo thing that happened with where he freaks out on Luke
That's like, the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
That's what it's all leading up to. I don't like any of the new movies. Any of them. I liked Kylo Ren.
Not even like the Solo movie?
No, the Solo movie was cool for one reason only, because Darth Maul was in it.
Oh, yeah.
At the very end, and it showed that he didn't die when he got chopped in half. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Which just shows he's the ultimate badass, which I hope that they keep him in the story to where... Because technically he's just a big gangster now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's just a big thug.
Well, because wasn't there the thing where like people were thinking that Snoke is Darth Maul?
People think Snoke is everybody. Snoke is his own character that they created. He's not anybody. And really, he was really to serve no importance whatsoever other than to be the new emperor for a while.
Yeah.
To show Kylo Ren's struggle with wanting to have ultimate power.
Yeah.
Versus him. That's all. I mean, it was pretty much they were trying to do a Darth Vader and Emperor vibe.
Yeah.
With Snoke and Kylo Ren.
Yeah, but then Kylo Ren was like, nope.
Yeah, which I hated the way they killed him off.
Because of like the lightsaber and the side thing.
Yeah, which it shows that Darth Maul is still alive, which shows that you can survive that.
Like, granted, that was a cool fight scene with him and Rey.
And the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which like the guards were human too.
Yeah.
Which they shouldn't have stood.
They're just like, oh, dude.
But like they shouldn't have even stood some sort of a chance.
Yeah.
Like these people have the Force here. You know what I mean? And like the new movies ruin lightsabers.
Yeah.
Like Finn. Is it Finn?
Mm-hmm.
Should have never been able to pick up a lightsaber and use it.
Yeah.
Without cutting his own arm off.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like, he does have trouble with it.
Yeah, but he still was able to fight that other dude with the cool baton thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, really, lightsabers are supposed to be used because, like, you can easily chop your own fucking arm off.
And they're also going more towards, like, the Force is in all of us kind of thing.
Yeah, and when fucking Princess Leia, like, floats through space.
Just like...
Like, I don't even think, like, Luke can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She has no training whatsoever.
Yeah,
and, like,
I mean...
the Force saves her, and it's really kind of a sad thing.
I do see how Leia should be some sort of, like, Jedi in a way.
Well, kind of, but, like, it's also sad that, like, in real life, think about, like, the actor's gone, you know, not alive anymore. That would have been the perfect way to kind of end that character. Yeah. You know, you already got rid of Han Solo.
Because if you think about it, before they had it all said and done, like, that the movie was, like, out, like, she was dead already.
Well, the movie could have continued without her. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Luke could have showed up, realized she was dead and gone. Yeah. And then that could have been his motivation to... Or that could have just been his motivation to come back in general. Yeah. And face Kylo like he did. You know, the cool Force Ghost thing that he did. Yeah. You know, which that was dope. That was a cool part of the movie that showed how powerful Luke actually was. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like... I mean, dude, we could have had this epic fight scene between you and Kylo. And then Kylo killing you almost like he did Han Solo. You know what I mean? And that would have been more impactful than you coming in as like a ghost thing and then dying. You know, going to become a Force ghost with Yoda and all them after that. Because then you showed Rey that he can be beaten or whatever he did, you know. Yeah. Hope. The whole hope thing for Star Wars is annoying. Yeah. It's been that way since like...
Since A New Hope.
Yeah, since the first fucking movie. Yeah. You know what I mean? Oh, hope is alive for the good side. Yeah. It's like, I mean, okay, but...
Like, they're almost making the new kind of Force in a way. Yeah. Not necessarily, but...
They're changing it to where it's a lot more, like, kid-friendly. Because it's a Disney thing, you know? Yeah. But, like...
I like that Disney bought the movies because they have a lot more money now to be able to put into, like, graphics and all that, but...
They're ruining the vibe of it, for sure.
Yeah. They're ruining the, like, Star Wars vibe.
Yeah, yeah. Because, like... I really, really hope that Darth Maul has a part to play in the further movies. Because he's there. Yeah. It shows that he's alive. It showed in a Solo movie that not a lot of time has passed since that happened. You know, I mean, Han Solo was old. Yeah. But Darth Maul had to be, like, hella old. But he was still, like, looking pretty, you know, pretty badass. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, so he could still be around while all this is going on. He's just waiting for his opportunity. Yeah. To come in and be the Darth Lord that he is. Yeah. The Sith Lord that he's already ready to be.
Yeah. Mace Windu died in like the second movie, right?
Yeah, Anakin cut his hand off and then Palpatine threw him out the window and he fell like a fucking long ass way to the bottom. Yeah. To the bottom. I mean, he could have been saved There was no real. You didn't see him dead.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see him dead.
You just see him fly out the window.
Yeah, and then, like, he falls. But then, like, that's happened to Obi-Wan, and Anakin caught him.
Yeah.
On the ship. So he could, I mean, there's a potential there. He could have been saved or.
There's no telling the power of Mace Windu. Either.
Yeah, he could have saved himself at some point. But he did get electrocuted by Sith lightning, which, like, and if you know anything about Star Wars, that's a big deal.
Well, true. But then Luke got Sith lightning too, which Luke is supposed to be like.
Yeah, but, like, at the same time. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I mean, because the prequels, Sith lightning was like way more powerful than it was.
Like when Palpatine, or like whenever he was like shocking Luke, and then Darth Vader's like, no.
Which it doesn't make sense to that either, because Darth Vader is technically kind of a robot.
Yeah.
And getting electrocuted kind of like does not go well with being a robot.
Yeah. Well, but it's also like in a galaxy far, far away, so it's.
Yeah.
There's no telling the technology.
Yeah, but then, like, what I always thought would be funny, like, as Luke's, like, you know, because he carries him all the way to, like, the hangar. Yeah. Like a stormtrooper just shot Luke. Yeah. Like, oh, shit, they got Darth Vader. Just, like, into the movie credits roll. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there were still soldiers there. Yeah. And he just walked through all of them with Darth Vader in his hands, like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Well, I felt
it's like, okay, he's carrying him. We should probably, like, see why.
No, it's the bad guy. It's a rebel. Yeah. That just shows that he beat Darth Vader. Like, in my mind, if I was a soldier, I'd be like, oh shit, he's trying to take
wasn't Luke kind of like freaking out? Not necessarily freaking out, but like sad?
Well, yeah, he was sad, but you're a stormtrooper serving the Emperor. Which someone had to find out he was dead. Somewhere, somehow. You know, he had guards. Yeah. Which, where the fuck were they when all this was happening, too? Yeah. If you think about that, because you've seen those cool red guys that followed him around for like, some of the other parts of the movies. Yeah. But then, like, when he gets thrown down a giant tunnel, like, they're just nowhere to be found. Mm-hmm. You know? And they were Jedi, technically, too. Yeah. I mean, they were Force-sensitive guys that... Their little staffs were lightsabers. Mm-hmm. So where the fuck were they? You know, that's their whole job, is to prevent this from happening. Yeah. You know, and then this happens. And then they're like, oh, well, you know, we were taking a coffee break. And then...
Yeah. How do you feel about the Force Unleashed? Like, I know Disney and Star Wars said, like, canon and all that is not any part of, like, the Disney Star Wars universe. But I feel like it almost should be. Not necessarily like the Force Unleashed itself. It's a cool storyline.
Well, the Force Unleashed did a good job in the very beginning of the movie establishing how badass Kylo Ren should be. Yeah. You know what I mean? He came out with the cool helmet. He looked like a hard ass. He had the cool lightsaber. He stopped the fucking blaster bolt. You know, did all that cool shit.
Wait, I think we're talking about two different video games.
Oh, I'm talking about the movie. I'm thinking about...
Yeah, The Force Awakens.
That's the very first, like, new movie, right? Yeah. Oh, the game. Oh, the game. Oh.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
I'm totally talking about the movie. But, I mean, the game, I don't think it should be canon. Because then I would be like, where the fuck is this guy this whole time while this is happening? This badass Jedi dude. Yeah. That caught... Or, see, and the other thing, the game has, like, 3 different endings, too. Yeah. So it just kind of, like, depending on... You know what I mean? So, like, you couldn't really stick that in there. You would have to pick a definite ending.
Where you either be Sith or Jedi.
It would have to be the one where Starkiller dies. Yeah. You know, or doesn't make it through, because that way the rest of the movies would make sense.
Now, if Battlefront 2's story was a part of, like, the Star Wars movie universe, it is?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that coincides, though. Because you don't have nothing to do with Darth Vader. None of the main characters, really. Yeah. I mean, some of them you do. Like,
because which movie is that a part of? Is it A New Hope, or is it...
It's toward the end of the Empire. Yeah. When...
Is it Empire Strikes Back?
Well, I mean, it goes through all the old movies.
But, like, the part where the Death Star blows up.
Yeah, Empire Strikes... Oh, it blows up twice. And in the game, too.
Yeah.
Because you're technically, like, a rebel in the first half of the campaign that you play through. Yeah. And then the second half, you're a rebel too. Yeah. No, you're the daughter, which that's already after the Empire's dead. You're fighting the First Order.
Yeah, forgive me, guys. I like Star Wars, but he has to help me out a little bit.
The campaign for Battlefront 2, pretty much that you play through as like a Special Forces stormtrooper. Yeah. For like the first half of that. And then you turn into a Special Forces like rebel, and you fight alongside with like Han Solo and all these other people. But then the whole movies continue on in the background as you play through.
Yeah.
So, like, the very end of that campaign is when the rebels defeat the Empire.
Yeah.
And then they establish the First Order. You know, the Emperor had that contingency plan for the First Order if he ever died. And then the second part of the campaign is 2 parts. Is when you fight the First Order as a rebel.
Oh, yeah.
With her daughter, with the main character's daughter.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because Kylo Ren kills the dad, and then the mom dies somehow, I think. Oh, no, she stays alive, but she's old. And then you're the daughter, and you do all that cool stuff.
I thought was there 2? Because doesn't the mom die?
Or the dad dies, because the Kylo Ren kills the dad trying to find the mom, I think.
Well, because there's a part where, like, it's that last little scene when you're playing as the mom that was part of the special ops.
Yeah.
Like, it's in the little hangar area. You're sitting in this control room and you're fighting every stormtrooper that's coming from each side. And then it cuts to this little cutscene where the daughter and her are talking, and then the mom gets shot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that happens. Yeah, she dies.
Yeah.
I forgot that happened, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, the mom dies. And then, you know, you go on to fight the First Order, but you don't defeat them because, you know, it hasn't happened in the movies yet either.
Yeah.
It doesn't add anything to the movies that would make the movies make sense.
Yeah.
Like, this is all happening like in another place that you don't see in the movies. They did a good job with that, because then you get to kind of watch from another perspective while the movies take place.
Yeah.
Like when the Death Star blows up the first time, it's like, oh shit.
And
like,
you get to be a part of it too.
Yeah, sort of, kind of. Like you're a small part to play.
Yeah.
You're not like Luke or anybody.
I mean, if you think about it, they kind of help the rebels out quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean they help, but it's not like significant enough to make a movie about.
Not like Rogue One kind of thing.
Yeah, and I didn't like Rogue One either.
Yeah.
I didn't like Rogue One. I mean, I thought it was cool, but they introduced a lot of new things. Like the new stormtroopers, the new TIE fighters, and it's like, where the fuck were these things?
Yeah.
This whole time, while the other movies.
Apparently, this is supposed to be in between which movie?
Well, it was actually, but Rogue One is technically a prequel to A New Hope.
Yeah.
So technically, it goes Rogue One, A New Hope, then the other movies.
Yeah.
So, which is weird. Which is cool at the end of Rogue One that it shows Princess Leia, you know, recording the message that, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, we need your help.
Wait, so Rogue One would be in between...
Technically,
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, no, technically it goes Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, Rogue One, A New Hope, and then the other movies.
Okay.
Which those are all in chronological. Yeah, it's weird.
And it's weird, like, I always, like, get so messed up when I think about, like, the times all the movies are filmed.
Yeah, because they're, like, vastly different, but they do the prequels.
And they're way different, like, time periods, as in, like, real life.
Yeah, too. Yeah, you know, so, the movie qualities are totally different, but they're, like, weird.
And,
order.
Yeah. Like, Revenge of the Sith, like, is, like, one of the newest ones in the original, like,
prequels.
series, yeah. Which there's the new ones are still continuance of the series.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like the prequels were cool because I didn't like the prequels just because they focused way too much on Anakin.
Yeah.
You know, like Qui-Gon Jinn was cool. It would have been cool to learn more about him.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan was cool. Darth Maul was cool. All the cool characters that everyone wanted to see about were like ignored, and it was all about the whiny Anakin that became Darth
I almost
Vader.
think it would be cool if they had like a First Republic kind of
movie. Oh, like
the video game.
Yeah, that would be a cool movie to see too. But they already have a story established for Star Wars, so they can't let's go like way back in time and talk about all this stuff, because then like there's a lot of like lore to learn.
Yeah.
In order to understand kind of what's going on, because it's a total different thing. Because it's like the Sith has their own like Sith Academy. Yeah. Which is like a bunch of like dark Jedi, then a bunch of Jedi fight this big war, and it's like, this is not what it comes down to. Like the Jedi are fighting 2 Sith, and you know, it would be like a lot. You would have to know like the lore of it to understand kind of what's happening. You know what I mean? They would have to start it in a weird place, and it's just.
I also feel like you know the scene in, I think it's the latest Star Wars movie. I forgot the name. I'm bad with names of movies. Especially with Star Wars.
The newest movie is The Last Jedi.
Yeah. But whenever Luke is going to kill Kylo in his sleep.
Oh, yeah, when it explains, like, why Kylo turned bad.
Yeah, and it's like, Luke, like, I know you know your father turned from Jedi to Sith, but it's like, you could have went about it a different way.
Well, you gotta imagine, right, from Luke's point of view.
He also does have that higher power, but...
You gotta imagine from Luke's point of view, right? His dad was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Right, one of the most feared men in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Even above Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Because he was the face of evil in that time.
Yeah.
So
like the Hitler of
Star Wars. Kind of, yeah. And then so you sense that evil in Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
It's a personal thing. You know, you feel your father's power within this kid, which is your nephew, right?
Yeah, yeah. Because it's Leia and Han's
yeah. So
son.
your nephew, you feel the power of your dad.
Yeah.
You freak out, you know, because it's like, oh shit, you know, like I have no training in this. I don't know what to do. You know, I'm gonna kill this kid because he's afraid of him.
Yoda only taught me so much.
Yeah, you know, you're scared of him.
Yeah.
He feared him, the power that he was capable to have.
Yeah.
And then dude, after he got caught trying to kill him and then thought about it, he fucking, you know, Kylo Ren killed every other apprentice that Luke had at the Jedi Academy, which was an academy, so it had quite a few of them there. Destroyed the academy, almost killed Luke. You know, so he was justified to fear this kid. You know,
and that's why. Oh, and okay, yeah, I forget that makes sense. Though they're like, we got to keep the Jedi way alive.
Yeah, because Rey was the only other Force-sensitive one that wasn't already evil. Yeah. Which I like. The only thing I do like about the new movies is that they're playing with the fact that Rey could go either way. Yeah. Like, nobody knows, like, really. I mean, she kind of went good toward the end there. Yeah. But, she still has that feeling with everybody that, like, she can easily just flip it and go bad.
Well, like, she was easily fighting with Kylo.
But it would be cool to see two bad people fighting. Yeah. For two totally different reasons. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be light versus dark. It could
like, fighting each other. Kind of like a Freddy versus Jason kind of thing? In a way? In a way.
I mean, it would almost be like... Yeah, kind of. But it would almost be like Rey versus Kylo, just because Rey gets so angry at Kylo that she turns evil. Like, dark side. Yeah. But she wants to kill him out of vengeance and out of anger and hate. Yeah. So she uses the dark side to kill him, but then when she kills him...
She can, like, bring out the dark side when she needs to. And
I mean, that could be a potential thing, like kind of like Mace Windu did. Yeah. But she could also be to where she just totally flips dark. Yeah. And goes to kill Kylo, kills Kylo.
And then flips back.
And then, she can even just stay dark. And then goes to, like, this ultimate fucking Sithhood that she could have. To where she's more powerful than any other Sith that's ever been.
But I also feel like it'd be the thing where, like, the rebels are like, come on.
Yeah, but then they would have to introduce another
Jedi.
Good Jedi. Yeah. Which that's where Darth Maul can kind of come into play. He can come in and want to take over the First Order. Because he owns, you know, whatever the syndicate's called. Well, like, dude, like, whatever their name is, right? Uh-huh. Darth Maul controls that whole thing. Yeah. Which technically he could still be around for all this happening. Which I really hate that they showed him. I think it's cool that they showed him because I'm a Darth Maul fan, but at the same time, it's like, is he still around? Like, is he still a thing where all this new shit's going on? He's just kind of waiting. Because technically he was trained by Emperor Palpatine. Yeah. Which that's what Emperor Palpatine did for, like, fucking forever until he was an old man. Yeah. Just waited in the shadows until his opportunity arose. Mm-hmm. Which Rey killing Kylo out of anger, him taking advantage of that, would be a perfect time for him to come out and kill her. Or at least fight her to where she turns good to kill Darth Maul, which takes over the First Order, and now he's like the new Sith Lord. Yeah. That would be fucking epic. That would be epic for Star Wars fans, for sure.
Well, because there's that one part, I don't know if it means much, because I'm not as big into Star Wars as you are. Yeah. But whenever at the end of The Last Jedi, when the little kid, like, uses the Force.
Yeah, all that shows, like, really all that was for is just to show that the Force has hope and that
Yeah.
The Force
is still out there. It's not extinct.
Yeah, it's still getting people, like, still getting Force-sensitive kids and stuff like that. And it shows, like, the Jedi have a new hope to rebuild.
Yeah.
With Rey, which has no training whatsoever, which is somehow going to start a new academy or whatever she's going to do.
Yeah, and she, like, somehow knows how to fight very well.
Yeah, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, she should not know this.
Like, I get it in a point of, like the chosen one.
Well, if you think about it, like Luke, when he first held a lightsaber, he sucked with it.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Very bad.
Yeah.
And now he's, like, one of the smartest.
Yeah, but then now when Rey just picks one up, she can go toe-to-toe with Kylo Ren, which destroyed an entire Jedi Academy.
And had been training.
Yeah. Had been trained by Luke.
Yeah.
And by Emperor Snoke. And it was a part of the Darth.
Yeah. But hey, she's got grit.
Dude, who gives a shit? Dude?
Yeah.
You know, and then, like, I didn't like how, like, her parents were nobodies.
Yeah.
That came out to be a thing, like, oh, they're nothing, they were just slavers. So it shows that, like, I mean, it's cool that they ended the bloodline with the Skywalker thing, and, like...
Well, wait, because I thought, I could have sworn they had something whenever she's, I don't know if this is the movie. Yeah, I think it's the movie. I was thinking it's a video game for a second, but, when she gets into seeing that dark realm on the island.
Yeah.
Like...
Well, all the island was supposed to be, like, with the tree and the Jedi books and everything like that, was just to be, like, a place where, like, the Force kind of shows itself in nature.
Yeah.
There's a good, real pretty side of it, like the tree, and then there's a dark, evil hole.
Yeah.
To where you can get sucked into, and then all of a sudden you're corrupted by it and you can't get out.
Which, what I'm thinking is what she could do, like how you said she could just flip to evil.
Yeah, that's what that shows.
Like, you know how she, like, was in there, and then she, like, popped out, and she's like, I'm fine. And Luke got all flipped out.
Yeah, well, because I think the reason Luke flipped out, because he can sense it inside of her, that she's pretty much exactly the same as Kylo Ren. Like, they could flip at any point.
I also feel like she has more control than Kylo does, to where she could use dark Force for
she
good.
she could. You know, that's what Mace Windu did.
Yeah.
But she can easily get to that point to where she's, you know, because she hates Kylo Ren. She's even said it.
Yeah.
You know, and then the big thing for Sith Lords in the movies is that when they scream, I hate you, like Anakin did when he did the Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
You know, she already kind of shows those tendencies towards Kylo.
Yeah.
To where the only reason she wants to learn how to do these things and be a Jedi is to kill Kylo Ren. Because she hates him for killing Han Solo, because she looked at Han Solo as a father figure because she didn't have any parents.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, too, I feel like Kylo's almost kind of being switching off, but kind of being wishy-washy between good and bad.
Well, I don't think he's being wishy-washy. I think he's just being wishy-washy about being, like, this fucked up person that he is.
Yeah.
But I don't like Kylo Ren because they made him seem like, to be honest with you, like a little bitch.
Like a little dweeb.
Yeah, like he's a badass.
Like whenever he first took off his mask and the first time he ever appeared, it was like, really?
Yeah, like this.
That's Kylo?
Yeah, you're supposed to be this fucking mega hard ass, and you're like this big crybaby, you know, and you're like, the Emperor Snoke said a mean thing, I'm gonna break my helmet.
Yeah.
That was the coolest part about you.
Yeah.
You know, like, you had this badass helmet, and that was it, and then everybody thought you were cool, and then all of a sudden you break it, it's like, I don't want to see your face anymore.
And I'm gonna kind of say this, like, sorry if anybody's like has this type of living situation, but it's almost like a kid that has issues with like controlling themselves, like
issues like anger issues. Yeah. Well, that's what the Sith's all about, like anger issues and like shit like that and sadness and
but
stuff.
I feel like Kylo's that kid that has to go to like the ranch on Dr. Phil.
yeah, for sure. And like I didn't like how like when he broke his helmet, right, and then like and then even when he became the supreme leader after he killed Emperor Snoke, right, the punk ass ginger guy.
Yeah.
Still punks on him this whole time.
Yeah.
I mean, he force throws him into the wall, but...
Oh, the ginger guy that's, like, trying to be a leader?
Yeah, well, like, the general of the army, you know?
And he's, like, gets all pissy about everything, and then he's like...
he throws a big-ass fit the whole time, too, and it's
finally
like...
Kylo's like, no, dude.
Yeah,
no.
Then he force throws him in the wall, but then, like, he's still there, he gets up, and but he's way smarter than Kylo is.
Yeah.
Like, he can easily run that way better than Kylo could.
Yeah.
Just because Kylo has a force, which the entire First Order could kill Kylo.
Yeah.
and then just kind of be like, all right, dude, you killed the supreme leader, dude. Like, you know, I don't care who you are, you can't do that. You know, like this guy created this whole thing.
Well, and it's also kind of like weird with the Sith, because it's like, yeah, he killed him. Like, does that mean he's now the emperor?
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like everyone was just like, oh, okay, I guess you're the leader now. You killed fucking 15 guards and him.
I guess it kind of follows Mortal Kombat rule in a way.
Yeah, it's almost like if I kill the leader, I'm the leader.
Yeah.
It's like, but there's a whole army of guys that were like some of those guards were like my buddies. You know? Like, come on now, you just fucking cut their heads off and shit for doing their job.
Yeah.
Which you just kind of came in here and threw a big baby fit and killed the supreme leader, which was way more qualified to run this thing than you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. See, like with Star Wars, there's some things that like I can like hold a conversation with, and there's some things where you just like are super passionate about it.
Well,
and I'm just like
I'm one of the guys that like buys the like replica lightsabers and shit like that. Like I'm just a huge Star Wars nerd.
Yeah,
because it's so like expansive. Like the story of it's so crazy. Like the reason I hate Disney owning it because they're ruining that.
Yeah,
they're taking that and making it Disney-fying. To where like, oh, Hope is so good. And like in the old movies, Hope was a thing, but they were gonna ass whoop the whole time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like literally the rebels had no chance until Luke.
I mean, they still get their ass whooped in this movie.
Sort of kinda though, but then like they didn't let Leia die.
Yeah.
She should have died. That should have been like a super sad moment. Everyone was like, oh shit, Leia's floating in space.
Like they should have had where Han died in the last movie, Leia dies this movie.
Yeah. You know, this one's too nice.
Yeah.
For me. I don't know. It's just like,
because, like, and that, like I said earlier, by the time they could have done something to where she dies before they release the movie.
Like, I almost felt like it would have been way more impactful if Finn totally got his fucking head chopped off when he tried to fight Kylo with the lightsaber.
Oh yeah.
Like if he would have just killed like Finn right there, it would have been like, oh shit, you know, like
Rey's gonna.
That would be
out.
A perfect story arc to turn her to the dark side.
Yeah.
If he would kill Finn, but Finn's too much of an A-list actor to kill off like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no way like that would be in the contract.
Oh, and it's weird. Like Finn's kind of like he's definitely smart. He definitely has like ability.
Well, the only usefulness he has to the First Order, to the Resistance,
is that he was a stormtrooper, right?
Yeah, he's an ex-stormtrooper. He's a defective stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Well, not defective, but he defected from the First Order.
It's basically like a Nazi that like helped Jews. Like
yeah, I mean, he's useful in that aspect, but like he should have never went toe-to-toe with Kylo.
Yeah.
For as long as he did.
I feel like Kylo just like, okay, this is not a fight for me.
He got cut in the fucking back.
Yeah.
With a lightsaber. You should be cut in half.
I mean, if you think about it, it got cauterized if it like barely touched.
It's a fucking lightsaber, dude. It cuts through steel and shit.
Yeah.
You know, if that's hot enough to cut through that, it's definitely gonna fuck you up more.
Yeah.
If you get poked by it.
Yeah.
Even being near it enough.
It's just like, oh.
Yeah, dude, it's gotta like fuck you up more than just like, oh, you cut my back.
Which
like,
I never really understood Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
Like it's about to blow up.
Yeah. Like both things coming out of the sides. It's like, dude, you could easily like flip it the wrong way and cut off your thumb.
That's why like only Force users are really supposed to use them because they can not do that.
But still, like even like Kylo.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said though, they've ruined lightsabers. They've ruined them completely.
Yeah.
Because now anybody can pick one up and fight a Jedi with it.
Yeah, no matter what kyber crystal, and let's not even get into kyber crystals.
Yeah, I can go way more in depth of that than you could. But
yeah, I mean, I've read up on it a little bit.
I mean, it's just, and even like Kylo's is supposed to be like shows his personality.
Isn't it supposed to be like shattered?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like fucked up, and like that kind of shows what's happening inside of him.
Yeah,
he's fucked up, and like it's just kind of going nuts. But that's every Sith though. So
but also like kyber crystals, I thought I read something about like a lot of times it doesn't really matter about the personality. It's just like where like you find your kyber crystal.
Well, technically, it depends on what era you're talking about here. Like the Old Republic you can just find a crystal and like, oh, that's my color.
Yeah.
You know, but like in the new ones, what they're trying to do with the canon, like the movies, the Clone Wars, not the movies, but the TV show, which is canon.
Yeah, where they have like the white lightsabers.
No. Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like when you get your lightsaber, the crystal picks you.
Oh, okay.
And it lets you like overcome.
It's
this
like
trial.
we're like Harry Potter almost. With like your wand chooses you.
Yeah, and then like if you turn bad or something, it turns red or something.
Yeah.
I don't know really how the Sith get theirs. Well, I think the Sith like steal them.
You know what's funny? Because like Mace Windu, you know this. Like Samuel L. Jackson just really liked the color purple. That's why his lightsaber is purple.
Yeah, there was never supposed to be a purple in the movies, but he refused to have any other color, which is cool now because it actually shows, they used it well because now Mace Windu has this purple one, which is like a mix between red and blue, right?
Yeah.
Which is, he uses the dark side and the light side, so his lightsaber's purple. Which
and Samuel L. Jackson's like, I knew it.
Yeah, like it works out that way. But there was never supposed to be a purple lightsaber. Like the black one that they have in the TV show, that's technically not a Jedi lightsaber, which is cool because now Darth Maul has that, which is the dark saber, which is supposed to be like this ancient blade that a Sith used a long time ago.
This is going to be stupid, and I know it's stupid.
Okay.
Like, this is just like me just like creating something.
Okay.
What if Mace Windu is Nick Fury?
Shut up, dude.
Because it's the same actor.
It's like mix all those. Yeah. Like a star.
It's all Disney.
Like a Star Destroyer just like pokes up to the sky. And,
dude, honestly, though, it's all Disney.
I mean, potentially it could just be like in another galaxy somewhere.
Yeah, like especially Guardians of the Galaxy. They could easily come across like Star Wars.
That would be cool to see like Darth Vader to go toe to toe with Thanos.
Yeah, or like Star-Lord just be like, what the hell's going on here?
That would be dope. Like a fucking like the Death Star like warps into like the universe, and it's like, what the fuck is this now? Like, really, we got Thanos and a big ball that blows up planets.
And then Kylo's just like,
dude, he literally reminds me of like a whiny teenager.
Yeah,
and it's just like, oh, I hate you,
like
and
an
then, like,
emo teenager. Yeah. Sorry, anyone who's had an emo past,
or is
emo right now. I love emo music.
You're like Kylo Ren. That's what we're saying.
Sorry.
Well, seriously, dude. I would have been like, I mean, yeah, it would have been hard to like get over the fact that like my teacher tried to stab me with a lightsaber. But I would have been like, I kind of get it because it's like, I mean, Darth Vader, my uncle, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I understand why you're kind of freaking out, dude. You know, like, I mean, I had a dream about him. You know, I'll tell you about it. But you know what I mean. But it's like he freaks out, kills everybody. So it totally just proved Luke right. He should have stabbed him when he had the chance.
Well, and it also showed, like, with the whole thing when Snoke was controlling, like, them talking to each other, Kylo and Rey, through, like, telepathy, or telepathic, whatever. It shows how malleable Kylo is in, like, either way.
I really geeked out when you brought that up because I have this whole theory of my own, right? That I mean, I haven't seen a video on it, and it probably is because it's kind of obvious. But like, you know how? So you know that Snoke is the one connecting them two together, right? Yeah. He says that. Yeah. But they connect again at the very end of the movie. Yeah. And Snoke already got cut in half. Yeah. So if Snoke's the one doing it, then Snoke is still alive. Yeah. He's the one that's connecting them two again.
In which I feel like that's a theory that a lot of people are like, oh, Snoke's definitely Darth Maul because he got cut in half just like Darth Maul.
Yeah, but like you can't get cut in half twice. Like you can't get lucky that twice.
I mean, unless Darth Maul is just like a major hard ass.
Which he is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He totally is. But you get what I'm saying though. Yeah. So that shows that Snoke didn't die. Yeah. That he wanted that to happen. Mm-hmm. I think that he was trying to test Kylo. And that whether he legitly got cut in half or it was just like some ruse that he pulled. Yeah. But I think he did that to let Kylo fully succumb to the dark side by actually murdering him, murdering Emperor Snoke and then trying to kill Rey. Yeah. But if it is true that Snoke is the one that connects Kylo and Rey, Kylo and Rey together, then they connect at the very end of the movie after technically Snoke is already dead. Then, then he's still alive. He's not dead.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's getting a little late. So I'm thinking, because we can go for hours on this.
Yeah. I can continue talking, but
yeah. But anyways, we're probably gonna try to pump up a couple episodes the rest of this week.
Yeah. We have some time coming up that we can do it too.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like I can't think anymore, and so we'll see y'all probably on Sunday or Monday, realistically.
Yeah. Are we gonna try to do another episode tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about it tomorrow.
Y'all get a surprise. Since we should have done one on April Fools. I don't know what we would have done, but yeah.
I mean, it would have been funny to come on and been like, "Hey guys, we're quitting."
Yeah.
And just come out with some funny joke.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening. Make sure to follow us on SoundCloud, Instagram. Also, we have Snapchat now.
Yeah, we do have a Snapchat. One thing that's important though is that if you listen to us on SoundCloud consistently, follow us. It helps us out a lot to show that who's actually listening and who's not. Because we see a lot more consistent listeners than we do actually followers.
Yeah.
So it's really hard for us, if we do want a sponsor, to show that we have consistent listeners.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
But if you listen consistently, please follow. It just gives us a certain number that we can show, hey, we got this many listeners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening. We're going to head out now. So, bye, guys.
Later.